communicating with different pediatricians prior to, her being here, some of them require you to get vaccines or they won't see you. It feels unethical to me. What do you mean you're not going to see a patient because they don't have the vaccines you want them to have? Doesn't that go against some part of the Hippocratic Oath? I don't know. It sounds like in my head it should.
Riley, in your head, trans women are the reason you're a failed collegiate athlete who wasn't good enough to place at a swim meet, so I don't think your head is the most reliable scientific source now, is it? The reason pediatricians don't want your unvaccinated anchor baby that you have with your dirty illegal immigrant husband as a patient is because they want to look out for the health of all of their patients. When your unvaccinated child is like 5 years old and you bring them in for an annual checkup, if they so much as breathe on a 3-month-old that's sitting in the waiting room minding their business, now measles is going to rip through your community the way your plastic surgeon ripped through your original face. But to be honest, Riley, with the way that measles is already ripping through communities across the United States because Trump hired a vulture breeder to be Secretary of Health instead of an actual doctor, I wouldn't worry about your pediatric care concerns long term, and I wouldn't even get too attached to your baby. Of course, if you would like to change your mind and do the absolute bare minimum required of you to be a halfway decent mother, maybe you could set it up like a daddy-daughter date, since I know your man skipped out on some of those immunizations as well. Because the last thing I would ever want is for ICE to get called on him and for them to come to your home and violently rip your new family apart because he entered my country without the legally mandated vaccinations required of him.